What's up, everybody? It's Rafi West. Um, I wanted to ask you guys, are people off kilter a little bit? Um, you know, Part of this channel is about self-development and stuff, and I mentioned in the past that it's important about learning about psychology. And the more you learn about psychology, the different traits, how people are, um, the more it seems like some people are off kilter. You know, you ever with someone and you ask them a question and they answer a different question? They don't really answer your question, or some people who have anxiety or something, or social awkwardness. That's another thing, social awkwardness, just some people are just generally off kilter, and I wanted to know if anyone found that out there, or people don't realize what they're doing. I used to think it was an NYC thing, right? People don't realize their space. They'll sit next to you on the subway and just like bump you or put their bag and it's almost on top of you. They don't say excuse me. I know in out in the world, manners, people get away with a lot of things, but or even when you learn about psychology, you learn about like stubbornness. It's usually the rule I find older people are more stubborn. If you tell them something for their own good or try to tell them something that's right and can help them, whether they ask or not, um, I find that they're more stubborn, not as receptive. Younger people, they're easier to change, even though sometimes you tell them something and it goes in one ear and out the other as well. I notice it doesn't quite register. So I don't know if it's ADD or because of technology, people don't have that focus like they used to, but it seems like some people are off kilter. They don't hear what you say, or they distort it and make it into something else. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here, that just society as a whole is like off kilter, I feel, and that's not to say that I'm perfect. I've been told sometimes that, for example, I don't listen, so I need to improve that. Instead of trying to get my point across, um, I try to remember, like, there's this acronym, wait, why am I talking, and let them get their full thing across, and then be open to it, right? Be like, uh-huh, even if it sounds like a bunch of like horse shit or whatever, try to take it in, do your own further research, dig down in your own experiences as well before you respond with that's wrong or that's BS. So I try to be open and wait a little to let people talk so I can hear them fully and be more in a state of, like that's interesting, whether it's about to be a bunch of horseshit or not. So, but yeah, I find some people are off kilter out there. What do you guys think? Have you ran into someone? It could be coworkers, friends, even relatives, even partners that, you know, is the world that screwed up that people are off kilter? Their mind, their lives are so busy that they don't get to, you know, com comprehend what you're saying. And it could lead to communication problems and problems in between people, interactions. You know, Even the young generation now, I've been hearing this a lot. Like, for example, there was another video where a guy was talking about, because he's kind of jacked, right? And these kids saw him at a gas station, and he overheard them say, "Oh man, that dude is jacked, man. I would need a gun to handle him." You know, and another one, youngsters, you know, um, said, "Yeah, man, me too. I would need I forgot what he said, a desert eagle or something to handle that. I don't know if I could handle that, you know. And it goes that to that thing of how people are thinking and off kilter. People talk and interact with people in a way that they don't make sense, and it's not coming from a positive stance. If you see someone who's jacked, how about complimenting them? Or if you get into a conversation with them, find out, hey, how'd you get that way? Instead of thinking about hurting somebody or getting in trouble, shooting, talking about shooting. And sometimes if you're a quote unquote victim of this and you overhear someone saying that, what do you do? It's hard to ignore, um, although that's what this individual did. He ignored in his story, and probably for the better, you know. So a lot of times you got to ignore certain things, and people don't think positive of other people, you know. Right away, oh, he's jacked. I may need a gun, right? Um, you know, Instead of, oh, he's jacked, man, hey, later on I'm gonna hit the gym or something like that. It's not like that, and that's a little bit with the off kilter also. Or the other thing is, oh, everything's a scam. That must be a scam. That must be, cynical goes with stubbornness with older people as well. So that's my little thing about off kilter. Are people off kilter? What have you guys discovered or ran into? And how do you deal with that? You got to do a lot of ignoring and a lot of, sometimes you just got to agree, like, yeah, I hear you about that. Because they're not receptive anyway. So if you go, no, that's incorrect, the facts are this, they take their stance, So it's a lot of ignorance and being off kilter out there. So just wanted to know what you guys think. All right. Um, it's Rafi West just giving out another spiel. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you like this kind of talk. It's been random lately, but with a little bit on the personal development side. Sometimes maybe ignorance is bliss for certain things, but you can't help but notice the more you learn about psychology and personal development, the more you learn, the more you see and go, wow. I started off with a little bit of a joke in the new year with, I pray for people, even though it's like a wasted prayer, I say, right? But no, I got to remain optimistic in humanity and stuff. I got to, because what else is there? Then you kind of become like them. So anyway, this is Rafi West. Give me a shout out or something, and I hope you watch and get some value out of this. All right? Take care, everybody. Peace.